Alright. Um, it appears I have to make a third one. I'm really ashamed of Americans right now. I really feel sorry for you guys because it's people like A Town E Down and Suarez Arguer. I think he's aiming for Swedes there, but he's American, so he doesn't know how to spell clearly. Now, these two kids are giving me shit and saying that the Mounties go to war. That's not true. Mounties are just police, and they're saying that the Statue of Liberty really shows American power. Well, if the Americans actually knew what the Statue of Liberty was, on the book it says Libertaire, which is liberty in French, because the Statue of Liberty is a gift from France. But these two idiots don't know that because they're American. Now, I'm not saying all Americans are gay. It's these two assholes that give Americans a bad name. And they said the lottery isn't big. In Canada, we've broken records for lottery at like $42 million. I don't think any lottery really reaches that in America. And if it does, it's very rare. And they're always saying like, oh yeah, we got so much money. These two guys think that the Americans have a lot of money. Wrong. The Americans are in debt by the trillions. That's why they have the IRS to take away 45% of all game show and lottery winnings. That's what the IRS does, because the U.S. is trying to pay off their debt, and they never will. And I don't know, these guys, they're just making fun of Canadians with the accent, and they're saying I don't know what they're all about. And this is funny. I liked what they said here. I asked them. I said, you know why the White House is white, right? It's because the Canadians, me, our guys, we burnt down the White House. And then you guys built it back up and repainted it white. We burnt the shit out of it. That's why it's white now, because you guys painted it. Another thing. I found this fucking hilarious. They were talking about towers, right? And I said, well, the CN Tower is the tallest tower in the world. Which it is. It's located in Toronto. And they're like, oh, the Twin Towers are bigger. And I'm like, no, they're not. Especially now. If you guys make a big tower, it gets blown up by some guy wearing a turban. That shows how strong America is. When you have big ass fucking towers in New York, and then a guy with a turban breaks them down. That's a lot of leadership, guys. Keep up the good work in America. God bless America. Fuck you. Anyway, another thing. This was probably the most hilarious part that I was laughing at. They said, I asked them, you know why America joined in World War II? It was because after Pearl Harbor. I said, where the fuck were you guys in the first place? Canada was in it at the start. And they said, oh, well, America didn't have any business being in the war. And let me think. Civil War, yeah, but no one else was involved in that. That was all Americans. Let me think. Vietnam War. Why was that started? Because France was doing slavery in Vietnam, and then the U.S. decided to be on France's side. France pulled out, then the U.S. lost the Vietnam War. They had no business being there, but they said, hey, let's spend a shitload of money, billions and billions of dollars, on Vietnamese shit, and let's go in there and blow the shit out of the fucking country. You have no strategy. All you did was napalm. That's all you did. You used napalm, and then you lost anyway. Like, how the fuck do you lose? Seriously, are you that bad? Do Americans suck that much that they go in a war? They have no business being there, but they decide to go there anyway and lose a war. That doesn't make any sense. And you know why the Japs bombed your fucking boats? It's because you were so smart to move all your fucking boats. And, like, all your boats. You're like, hey, let's put all our boats in one harbor in Hawaii. So the Japs are like, wow. How are we going to take them out? Oh, yeah, didn't some stupid fucking general put all their boats in one place? Real smart, America. Real fucking smart. You really know, you know a lot. You're so good at wars that you get casualties every day being blown up by roadside bombs. You're really good at war. 2 thumbs up for that. You make movies about war and say that you won. You're not allowed, like, the teachers in America. This is why some of the Americans are so dumb. It's because the teachers aren't allowed to teach the Vietnam War or the war when the Canadians burnt down the White House because you lost. Teachers aren't allowed to teach that in America. You know why? Because you lost. You had no business being in the war. What other war was there? There's the Afghani war. You had no business being there. That was Russia. You guys are stupid. In 1991, the USSR, which is now Russia, invaded Afghanistan. So what the Americans did is they gave a shitload of weapons and a shitload of training to all these Afghani guys and Middle East. Russia retreated. So then the Middle East, Afghanistan, Iraq, all that, was left with like millions and billions of dollars of training from US fucking army guys and guns, like the best guns, top of the line in 1991. And then America just got kicked in the ass, and now you're fighting a war on terrorism, and Bush gets a Nobel Peace Prize? Something doesn't add up there. How do you get a Nobel Peace Prize for starting a war? The war on terrorism. I call it the war on errorism. I like what NoFX says. NoFX has a real fucking point with their... I know it's punk rock, but still. They talk about how much Bush and the rest of the country sucks. Fuck America. Fuck all you Americans on Xbox Live. I don't want shit to do with you. You keep pissing me off, alright? This has gone to such an alarming pandemic that I have had to make a third video about this. Seriously. No more, alright? Just shut the fuck up. If you see Orange Dingo, you sure you can spell that? If you see me on live, go on YouTube. You know, you're on YouTube now watching this. Go on live, see if I'm there, and then, yeah. I'll keep going. Any question or comment that you leave or have, let me know, and I'll just tell you how you fucked up again, because that's all you guys know how to do, and you do it good. I'll see you later. God bless Xbox Live players.